Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 3:42 p.m., a reasonably afternoon episode. It's Sunday, Monday, Sunday, definitely Sunday. How you doing? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm doing fine. It's Monday for you, Sunday for myself. I'm not doing too bad. Uh, what's new? Nothing really. I'm looking at what I'm gonna do for stream. I think I have a few games that I've listed out. By all means, if you have any suggestions for difficult games you'd like me to cover on stream and then inevitably send the VOD to YouTube for the analytics, please do feel free. Suggest whatever. I saw someone say Into the Breach the other day, and that made the list of like, this could be fun to play. I haven't played this in a while. So I'm open to all your suggestions. I'm kind of in like a, I don't know what I want to play sort of time right now. It was nice when Monster Train had just come out because Monster Train was good for me to make this kind of content for, and it was good to stream. But, no longer. Although Monster Train is on my list of like maybe one day a week I try to do some sort of a challenge with that. So you never know. Yeah, we're Hellhorned today. You never know. The one that I'm really enjoying right now is Frostpunk, trying to finish the extremes because I was doing them before and then I got burnt out, but now I'm back with more gusto. It's a little more enjoyable to me. So I'm gonna try to get the extreme victories sent over here, but it's hard. Like the game is hard. Anyway. Let me know about that. Any suggestions? I'm gonna ask you an engagement question as well. I don't want it to just be what do you want to see out of me, because maybe you just don't care. In which case, I'm gonna have to figure it out, yeah. But today I want to talk about morality in video games. It's a bit of a strange topic, perhaps, but I've been playing a little Frostpunk, and I was reading the wiki on Frostpunk today. I was reading some of the moral choices that you make in that game, and a lot of times the choices that you make in that game that are immoral are just better. Like, there is no gameplay mechanic downside to making an immoral choice. A lot of the time, it's like for example, you'll have discontent lower if you force people to renounce their faith. And that's it. And the choice is supposed to be hard because, like, oh no, these fictional people, they're renouncing their faith. And a similar scenario happens in Monster Train where they try to guilt you for not taking Bone Dog. And I wonder how you feel about these sorts of things, because to me, the downside being that I feel bad in person never makes it to me. Like, maybe on the first or second run, but in the long term, I just start doing whatever's best. That's been my theory. Morality in video games. Also, I wonder if you think that there's a game that offers an interesting moral choice. Like, I don't have a good one, but like I think it changes if the moral choice has no benefit attached to it, like good or bad, the gameplay goes the same. I think that that's interesting then, because it's like they either need to be equally weighted or they just need to be equally weighted, right? You can't have the balance be out. Like Bone Dog has a positive sometimes. It's a good example. Anyway, I went longer than I wanted to there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Hellhorned, Wurmkin, Ridge Talos, Sap Seraph, Spell Shield, Fell, Hidden Passage, Bounding Echoes, and the other card. And Deadweight. Yeah. Trader's Quill is cool. I have Bounding Echoes. Yeah. Card's fine. I don't dislike Cleansing Water, but I don't really like it either. Yeah, Reaper Prince is in the bin, I think. So Brawler it is. Cranberry and I've talked about it a little bit. Cranberry and I are planning on doing a like tier list of all of the champions, or like all of the cards in the game for the anniversary of the last Divinity. And what I'm interested to hear, I got a lot of questions for you in today's episode, but last one, I promise. I'm gonna play bottom floor here so that I have more time to ping the boss. if that makes sense. I think it does. But last question I want to ask out of you today. Well, maybe not last question, right? You never know what I'm going to say. But 39 doesn't matter if I have said something. Do you think that when doing the... I should have actually played a higher force so I could ascend another train steward up. Yeah. Okay, let me finish this thought. When doing the Fearless video that we're looking to do, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna wait on Bounding Echoes because it does 30 damage if I draw it. When doing the Fearless video, do you think it is interesting and worthwhile for us to split the champions apart? That's the question. Should we do... Oh, here's the play, by the way. Put Train Steward up here and then you Hidden Passage the Brawler Prince behind. Should we do the champion as... Because I want the champions are cards. I want them in the list. Should we do the champion as part of the list? Or should we not, basically, is the question. I'm trying to finish this thought and make a coherent sentence while also not dying to this boss, and I'm sorry. I will restate this after this fight. The fight, it keeps going, and I keep going, Yeah, look at that, Bounding Echo save. Kills the boss, saves me like 15. Probably 10, actually. Okay, so, do you think that we should include each individual champion path in the video? Because I think that we should, but if you don't think it makes sense, please feel free to say so. But I feel like splitting the champions into 3 cards is worthwhile. There we go. It would have been a lot easier to say if I didn't have to keep stopping to do math. Fledgling Imp is good. Echo Transfer is good. I think I will probably end up splitting the champions up. It's just a little more work for me, but that's alright. Oh, we can do, we have Ascend, we could do, Worm. Give me the guy. Yeah, Keeper. Worm, that's like the entire clan, brother. Yeah, I want to play Keeper. And there's a multi-strike plus 25 for him right here. What more could you want? I think it is worth it to give him multi-strike in this case because, yeah, Prince is a little weak in the early game. Battering Ram. Honestly, pay 10 pack shards, get rid of Battering Ram right now. Seems worthwhile. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because I don't have a whole lot that's gonna be required of me. I can probably take this. Trial? Yeah. I don't have a whole, like, in yesterday's run we had like as many infusions as I could get on my units is what I wanted. In today's run, honestly I don't need any infusions, realistically. And I see this run going one of 2 ways. I'm either going to... Oh wow, Battering Ram, that did some damage. I'm either going to just play Keeper, Keeper, Prince, or I'm going to play single Keeper, Fledgling. And the answer to which one we do is going to depend pretty heavily on if I see Welder Helper from this combat or not. Fledgling is cool. Alternatively, I could play double space, and then we could play Keeper, Keeper, Prince, and Fledgling him. And that's also okay. Or alternatively, we could play space, 3 Keepers, Prince. The problem with that line is that they're very expensive. Okay, what does this mean? Let me take a drink of water and consider. I think that this means I should press skip or ritual. I don't think that... Although, like, the problem is that single Keeper of Echoes is weak, and he already has multi-strike plus 25. I think that I would maybe take the Fledgling Imp and do a self-infuse if I didn't already have multi-strike plus 25 Keeper. I just need purple cards and Keepers on my floors. That's all. So I'm going to take purple cards and I'm going to take Keepers on my floors. That is going to be our line. I think I could look at the right path and look for a Keepers for the self-infuse, and then we could duplicate him in the next ring. How's that sound? Not bad. I'm down. We could also see another possible outcome here would be, of course, sketches. Huh. Did I take ritual? I did not take ritual. Okay. I'll take Mark of a Champion then. Refracting Lenses is good healing. Guild Marker is worth more to me, I think. Refracting Lenses is pretty decent though. Yeah, Refracting Lenses is really good. Alright, I think it's myself. And I'll take Keeper. That's gonna be a self-infuse. Kind of like the Holy Shield. A little Relentless Survival. Also don't mind a little Most Blessed Sword. This card's pretty good. It basically just wipes one of the Divinity waves off the map. You play this at 3x on like the Harvest wave, and that wave is pretty much neutralized. It's worth like... at 3 energy, this card is worth like 300 damage, something like that. Yeah, I'm down. Now, of course, Hope for Peace is going to mess with my Purge Stones down the line. However, I'm not all that worried about that. I'll my FPS drop in OBS. Keep an eye on that. Let me check my resources. Oh, I'm running out of memory. Please hold, I'm going to close the things that are taking up memory, which are the RuneScape client, for some reason, and Firefox. I'm not playing RuneScape, the client's just open. I don't know why that's taking up, like, as much memory as OBS right now, but, you know, I'm not really in charge here. It's, you tell me, monstertrain, RuneScape, OBS, about what's going on, and I'll fix it. And it's not really that noticeable. What I have noticed is that I have seen some games struggling. There's no reason to play Keeper here. What I need to do at some point is upgrade my graphics card. However, you know, it's not really a good time for that. I might actually look at just getting another PC if it becomes a problem for a long period of time. I don't know, it's hard to say. But like, I've noticed a lot of games are capping my GPU when I try to stream them, and that's a shame, because it kind of limits me on what I can play. Not that it really matters, like I'm not that tore up about it, but, you know. Should actually just have played Hidden Passage right away. I was thinking I wasn't going to, but thought about it a little more. Now, important... Oh, unimportant, actually. I thought this didn't stack up well, Hosting Kin. But no, it actually does do the damage first. I thought that Trader's Quill Hosting Kin damage happened at the same time, but it does not. And our classic outcome when we play Keeper of Echoes is, even though his health bar looks low, he's higher or similar to his starting HP, and he's given health to the whole floor, so that Prince is chilling, everything's fine. Take home a nice W versus Talos. No fear. As Talos likes to say. An infused Eternal Kinstone? How lovely. An infused Horned Warrior? Nah. I could go for Steelworker, actually. I know I took the Wurmkin Keeper of Echoes. But Steelworker is a pretty good amount of armor every turn. If I play 2, it's 10. I think I'm okay, but worth thinking about. I think I'm okay, though. We're gonna hit the right path. If there were a removal here, I would think about it a little harder. I'm gonna do Keeper into Keeper here. It's nice too because he gets some base stats. Now I would love an Energy Relic for this run. Any of them. Forever Flame. Forever Flame. The turn 1 Energy Relic would also be good. Firebox. but we'll see what they want to show us today. There is an intrinsic here, so one idea is to, and I might just go for intrinsic hidden passage, and then I can get a third keeper out if I freeze the hidden passage. It's not that expensive for pack shards, it's 10. And worst case is I can remove this card. And best case, we get to play 3 keepers with our prince. However, for that line to really make much sense to me, I'm going to need some sort of an energy relic, which I'm going to get from this combat. That's the plan. This is the important piece of the plan that you have to understand. I'm just going to get it here. I'm going to play bottom 4. Keeper first, then Prince. I think Prince, yeah, doesn't get it though, which is alright. And doing some brief counting here. I think it's better to just take this damage, right? Just brief reasoning. I'm going to take 8, but the loss of energy over the next 2 turns is probably going to cost me more than the damage that I would save by letting Cliff Defender get hit. That's my feeling. I can catch this collector. I have a lot of money though, and I'm a little worried about just dying here. What's life without a little greed? The other thing is that the 8 damage that I just took, I will heal back through refracting lenses over time, so it's really not that much of a concern. $52, like I really just do not wish to take this damage. I have 3 options, of course. I can ascend any one of these units. I think I will probably just ascend the Shaman and we're going to take it on the Absolver front. Need to get rid of these train stewards and the like, but, you know. It is a little bit concerning from time to time. Playing bottom 4 perhaps will be my downfall, as I am 2 damage away from killing this marksman. I think I'm going to have to sack the Blessed Sword, but I don't really mind sacrificing the Blessed Sword. Like, it's fine. My fight against the curses is not going as well as I had hoped, but sorry, Blessed Sword. It's okay, that card wasn't purple anyway. Pretty sure if I don't do that though, I just straight up lose here. 2, 4, 7. So I'm gonna take 24. Play Echo Break back here, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little close. So I think that every choice that I made up until this point, surviving this combat, I should have played top 4. Yes, it would have made more sense. However, at the same time, against that specific boss with that specific combat, playing bottom 4 wasn't too bad. At the end of the day, what I should have done is gotten a better payout than Infused Mallet. But, you know, it is what it is. Purple Dark feels good. Purple Soul Cripple is terrible. It's okay, maybe you take Soul Cripple for the refracting lenses, but I don't know about that one, buddy. I'm gonna go... I saw Guild Marker and I took refracting lenses, that's right. It was like... I see Guild Marker? It was here, but I saw it in this ring for some reason. I'm going to go left. Not a great duplicate target. Holdover Kinstone is nuts. No doubt about it. That card's ridiculous. Purgestone doesn't get messed up by Hope for Peace, but I don't really feel like making any more pack shards than I need to right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give Kinstone a -1, and we're going to look for Permafrost. No Permafrost, that's alright. I'll survive. I haven't been to any removals yet, so I'm gonna drop 150, getting rid of 2 train stewards as well. I've just been going to the shops that are good and hitting the duplicates where I want them, which is here. So, you know, it's all good. We're gonna hit that trinket shop up probably and hope for some energy. Crystal cloak. Overcharge tank. I think that this trial will be okay. I'm playing really aggressively for relics, but I can think of, I'm not going to try to, but I could list off a lot of relics that would do us a lot of good here. I'll give you a few, right? Any energy relic would be exceptionally useful here. Like, any energy relic would be excellent. And then also, I wouldn't mind any of the Wurmkin echo generating relics. Bog slime. Bog slime. Just give me bog slime. Kariska would be okay as well. There's a lot of good hits, so I'm playing accordingly. Will I draw a ping next turn? However, at the same time, I am maybe just going to get clobbered by this tank. It is a risk I am ready to take. And by maybe, I mean I am going to get clobbered by this tank. He might just kill me, but maybe not. Hey, maybe he only does, ooh, that hurts. Ooh, buddy. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Don't look, it's ugly. Just don't look at that, we heal it, it's okay. Don't look, just don't look. No, look away. look away. Avert your gaze. You don't want to see that shit. Ooh. Hey, I knew the risk when I took it. Also, Kinstone, could you have been any fucking later, my man? God damn. I wanna send this 10-2 up so that I can hit it with a ping next turn. I've played this fight out, or I've played this entire run out so unbelievably greedily. I do not deserve anything other than death. Like, I have played so greedily. Are you kidding me? The last 2 trial takes on 75 pack shards? Oh my god. I mean, now to be fair, I could go through, I could walk you through the boring stuff about why I'm doing all of this, such as, if that tank isn't the one that's infused, I take 0. If I draw slightly differently, I take 0. Like, the odds are there for me to take 0. And even in the worst case that happened, I didn't die, so, you know, we'll play a little more cautiously later. Now, also, to be fair, the payouts for these 2 trials have been terrible. Taking my entire health for Infused Mallet Jack Strips, I don't think Infused Mallet procced a single time in that fight. Like, it's not good. Soul Siphon is fun, but I don't think it works. Because what it could do is it could just give me 4 echoes right away, but only if I draw it early because I don't spend all my echoes. I don't have like echoes of the past or anything. Tell me something cool. Echo Seedling? I mean, it does help me stop dying. This adds 10 health to every fight. However, I could reroll. Oh, what do I have if I buy this? It's 205 reroll. I could probably buy this reroll. I don't want any of this, yeah, so it's not worth. Because there's money in the middle. The 270 in case Divinity isn't good. It's also good to eliminate more relics from the pool. I know the game doesn't work this way, but it's good to eliminate them from the mental pool. Like, I won't see those, so our odds of seeing a better relic have increased. I think that's how it works. I mean, realistically, I'm pretty sure this game is deterministic. Like, the RNG is set when you start the run. Those are always going to be there. The random relic payouts from these events are always going to be there, as they are right now, no matter what, right? Because inside the Spire, it's like a stack, basically. So inside the Spire, if you skip a treasure chest, the relic that you would have gotten in that chest is in the next treasure chest, if that makes sense. And so you're still losing a relic, but you're losing a relic off of the end, if you're following along with me here. No, it makes sense, but it's a little weird to think about at times. Hey, wow, Infused Mallet making up for lost RNG, I see. Yeah, this is fine. But yeah, so inside the Spire they do that like stack basically. So you're losing the last relic you would have seen, and not the first one, which is fine. It doesn't really make a big difference, but in this game, I'm pretty sure at the start of the run when they generate the seed, every relic gets placed, and like all of the RNG that happens, not within the combat itself, because in combat RNG works differently based on the cards you play, like where plinks hit and things like that change, but my man's not looking too good up here, by the way. That's okay, he'll live. That enemy was infused. Okay. I was like, why was that enemy doing so much damage? Why were they doing 9? They were infused. I'm with it now. Anyway, as I was saying, it makes a bit of a difference though, because so basically, if I see an energy relic in there that I can't afford, I can remove it from my mind as a potential relic to see down the line. It shrinks the mental pool for what could be ahead. Without, like if I see a relic that I can't buy anyway, if I see a relic that I can buy, sick. I think mostly all of this is just to say that if you know the seed, it doesn't change. But I'm not 100% sure because I don't play seeded runs. Like I don't replay my runs all that often. Perfect insanity. No thanks. I don't think that 1 energy for play an Echo is that useful in this run, because I already have a lot of that card. When I make my removals, my whole deck is already this card. If this card's infused, then it's good, but Eternal Kinstone has 1 energy, get a purple. It's like, fine. So if I pick energy, there's a 100% chance that I see an energy relic that I can buy and pick up. If I pick draw, I will never see an energy relic. The problem with picking draw, and why I'm going to take energy, is because we have to insulate ourselves against the worst case. I could have insulated by taking Cheater's Hand, but I think Echo Seedling is better for recovering the early game damage we took. Here comes Forever Flame. You ready for this shit? Oh my god, it's not Forever Flame. Wowie. Collection of Tales is cool, even though I only have 1 Rage card. Capricious is just like 2 upgrades from the next fight that I don't care about. Yeah, I could have taken Cheater's Hand. What the worst case is you draw both Keepers on turn 1 and you can't play them. And that's what you have to insulate yourself against. However, Echo Seedling, a little bit better for us recovering the bad. I'm willing to actually go over by 15 pack shards to make Branding Right cost 0 right now. That's worthwhile. And then if I see Holdover, yeah. Actually double stack's pretty sick too. This card's nuts. Because we are having, our damage output is great, and it's about to get even better. We're having a problem of the front keeper running out of HP, so double stacking, value stoning, Branding Right. Pretty good, pretty worthwhile, I'd say. I think so. I'm not doing it again. I'm like... I'm doing it again, baby. Heaven Seal in a questionable combat. I'm not doing it again, I say, before doing it again. But my prince is now 9 times 5. It's fine. I should probably stagger this. Yeah, let's do it. Stagger that turn 1 wave. Yeah. The Bounding Echoes duplicate is not that enticing. Maybe I could go for Hosting Kin, but I don't think it really matters, because Hosting Kin I can't play all of them up there, so it's kind of a lose-lose-lose when you get right down to it. We skip so fast now. It does not take Prince long to start obliterating waves with a little help from his friends. The friends are the keeper of echoes, if you're wondering. And me, I'm Prince's friend. You can be Mr. Prince's friend too if you want, but you gotta ask first. I'm like an implied friend, because, you know, it's been so long. Yeah. Took a second there to think about if he would die. There's some interesting scenarios that we've been seeing lately. Does a Wiltwings at 2 HP die when he gets ascended like that? The answer is no, but it's kind of interesting to think about. Because the heal happens first, and generally in this game heals do happen first, and that is like a known interaction. Typically, healing effects happen as the very first thing when there's like a stack of events to happen. Usually healing first. No problems. Drawing 5 cards per turn is a little suspicious, but we're alive. Yeah, I hear battering ram. Didn't I already kick you out of this run? March of Shields as a purple is cool, because what I can do with it is when one of the keepers gets low, I can just pull the other one in front. Return Soul is good. And it's purple. More purples are good. Look at that, I was allowed to take that trial. I was right. Trinket Shop has... what did I fucking tell you? Take Fell's Remorse, 100% chance you see a playable one of these bad boys. Oh, and sketches. Oh, and sketches. So it's all completely worthless. Alright. Fine. I mean, sketches is fucking insane here. It's absolutely out of this world how good this is. We win the run for sure off of that. But, like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I knew it. I knew it would happen. It's just like, I saw so many relics on this run too. You can maybe make an informed decision about this, right? But I'm also insulating myself against the double keeper draw on the combat we just had, which would have probably killed me if I drew them both turn 1 without an energy relic. Because I only got to see 1 energy relic in this ring, but having this Divine Horde and the Trinket Shop here, it's like pretty likely that I get an answer to my energy. But I'd live without it, yeah. And Unbroken Horn. Like Bog Slime. I'd live without the energy relic, or rather, I'm fine without the draw for the rest of the run. But if I miss and I draw both of my keepers on turn 1 and I can't play them both, I probably lose that fight. So it's good to be safe, even if it's a little boring and the game gets to laugh at me. Ha ha ha. Now I know the imp is here. However, the imp is allowed to stay. The imp is going to stay because he's my 4th. I got the team of 3 keepers and our boy. And then we're going to purge this hidden passage. Yeah, at the start of this run, I took Ascend, and I was like, yeah, this card, if I put Intrinsic on it, is probably going to do something for me. And even if it doesn't, it's not that big of a loss, right? Even if this card does nothing, the opportunity cost is not that big of a loss, and when it does something, it does this. And this is gross. The thing that we are doing here is gross. So it's a worthwhile investment. And it's something that I should think about more often in these runs when I have the option presented to go for something like an early Intrinsic. In the worst case there, I just sell it, right? I just pay for the loss, and I go, yeah, too bad, the idea was cool though. And in the best case, I hit sketches, or I hit another keeper plus permafrost, and then the run looks like this. I honestly, honest to God, do not remember putting double stack on that card. I don't remember putting double stack on that March of Shields. Like, it had to have happened because I put it there, but I don't remember doing that. That's fine. It is really good here though to have March of Shields. Like, that pickup was great. Because I can do things like, oh hey, this guy's finally, he's taking too much damage, he's gonna die. Oh, never mind. It was a pretty, honestly, smart pickup, and I'm gonna say good job, self. Great job, me. I am a genius, thanks for noticing. put Fog Slime. Fog Slime is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5-ish. It's like 5 or 6 purples. Is that right? It's the 3 from the first consume I play, say Hosting Kin. 5 from the 2 Bounding Echoes. Is that what that card's called? I mean, I can just look, right? Yeah, okay, so it's 5. So Fog Slime is 5 echoes on the first loop through, where Karuska would be probably 3 or 4. If I had one more extract card, Bounding Echo or Fog Slime is probably worse, but I don't, so it's not much worse. In fact, I think it is better. Because you get it faster as well, right? I was gonna say the upside is that you get it faster, but I think it's more echoes and you get it faster in Bog Slime versus Karuska. Yeah, and also, again, as I said before, the big difference here between getting the Energy Relic, or taking Fel's Remorse, I should say, and holding out for the Energy Relic is, if I whiff on Combat 7, I lose, right? I wouldn't lose. I'm not gonna lose now. I'm not gonna lose the run because I have one less card draw. And it's important to kind of take a look at situations and try to see those moments and go, yeah, I recognize this as an issue. Not really an issue, but like I recognize that this is the problem that will kill my run. Don't worry, I'm gonna draw a way to save that keeper in the front. What'd I tell you? Hey, wait a second. Don't you worry, I'm gonna draw a way to save him. I'm just gonna take the Piercing Echo Break and kill the guy that's killing him. I mean, the goal here is to eventually draw into the March of Shields to save him. Like right now. Yeah. Good timing, March of Shields. This run's also interesting because while I made some suboptimal decisions at the start of the run, I'm still, like, I made the recovery choices. I think this run's more interesting than when I make a really bad choice and then just reset the run. I think this one was more interesting because I just kind of rolled with it. And I tend to try to just roll with it, but a lot of times the one really bad choice, like I have made, where I go, yeah, I'm gonna play bottom 4 instead of top 4, and then I just die. Usually I just die. But this time I did not just die. If I put 80 armor on you, are you still dead? No. He is taking a very casual, very nice 136 on this round. Which, you know, what the hell, Divinity? Yeah, now I actually lose 2 of them, which is a shame. I lose 1 only. It doesn't really matter, like, I'm gonna win regardless. Sadly, do not have this guy on lock. Damage output isn't that high, but like the only thing that can really get by me as enemies with stealth. There's no real chance that I get overwhelmed here. They've gone through 1 of the keepers and almost 2, but to get through the final keeper, he is 208 HP. He's just been chilling, and then you have to go through Prince, who is 130 HP. When you have this many keepers, your health bar is just so massive. It makes there's just no way for these clowns to get through you. And if we had played top 4, I would have had more time versus the sketches. Might have actually lost without the sketches, but to be fair, I went over a lot of pack shards more than I would have. The Divinity was putting a lot more pressure on me there because of the multi-strike being like 2 or 3 more damage higher. I think it was 2. I think it was 9 times 2, and it's normally 7 times 2. It was a fun one, though. This one was actually pretty fun. I really pushed it in the mid-game way more than I should have, but I lived, and then we won. Good stuff. I like this run. I think this one's worthwhile. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed SoughtSatinHelped, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.